Hello everybody and welcome back to the Ultimate Fashion History's 20th Century Style Icon series. This time around we're going to be learning all about the kids in America from the ironically very English Kim Wilde. The perpetually pouting Kim Wilde was the daughter of British rock and roll star Marty Wilde. And there she is as a little girl with Marty Wilde and her mum. Her brother Chris wrote all of her hits, and I believe that her dad also had a hand in writing them. But of course, her breakout hit was Kids in America. You all remember that one. We're the kids in America. Oh, we're the kids in America. Oh, so catchy. And her incredible sense of style was utterly unique at the time because, you see, she was really the first person, the first British person anyway in the pop world, to truly wear street clothes as stage clothes. Day wear as stage clothes. She didn't buy into the whole new romantic, overblown, dressed up look. Not at all. What she would do would be to shop the British High Street, rummage around in Kensington Market, borrow an old tuxedo from her dad and pair it with a pair of blue jeans. Her hair was also a talking point. This tousled, messy, layered, almost neon yellow hair. Oh, we all wanted that hair. There was something about Kim Wilde's dress sense that was so unbelievably accessible. We all felt that we could duplicate her outfits perfectly because, of course, we could. She really dressed as if she'd run out with a leather jacket thrown over her shoulders, gone down to Miss Selfridge and grabbed the coolest and trendiest stuff before stopping off at Topshop, grabbing something else, putting it all together and appearing on top of the pops. I love this picture because she's wearing a Brigitte Bardot t-shirt, which is sort of funny because she looks very much like Brigitte Bardot. But get this, in 1981, I had that t-shirt. I think I had that t-shirt before I saw Kim Wilde wearing that t-shirt. I had a few friends who also had the same t-shirt. But this is what I mean about this incredible accessibility. She was a beautiful young woman. Obviously, she never smiled. That was her shtick. She would never smile. But in the early 80s, in her heyday, she actually had a lot to smile about. She was on the cover of every single magazine. Smash hits in The Face and Bravo and NME, all of that. People loved the way she looked, and people were absolutely fascinated by Kim Wilde. In fact, in the early 1980s, there were only two British blondes people wanted to look like, Kim Wilde or Princess Diana. I know which one I wanted to look like. Although we could make a strong argument that Kim Wilde actually did quote-unquote anti-fashion a good decade before the likes of Kate Moss, in the early 1980s her name was perpetually linked to fashion. Take a look at this, Jackie, Wild and Wonderful, exclusive. Kim Wilde talks about fashion and beauty. Wild on fashion. Just wild about cast-offs. I think poor Kim had to put up with the wild pun more times than she had hot dinners. And here she is in a French magazine offering her beauty secrets. So you can see she really was an it girl of the early 1980s. But unfortunately, there was another it girl operating at the same time in the pop world, Debbie Harry. And poor Kim was constantly compared to Debbie Harry and vice versa. Take a look at this. Which symbol, Kim or Debbie, is the sexiest? So she was always getting these sort of comparisons. And as with many women, Kim's weight would fluctuate a little, and I mean a little. She always had a gorgeous figure, but oh, God forbid she gained a pound after the Christmas holidays. The tabloids would be all over it, and kind of really nastily, actually. And so it's no wonder that Kim turned her back on pop music and embraced another career that had nothing to do with glamour or fashion. She became an expert gardener. She had her own gardening show and she wrote lots of gardening books, including this bestseller, Gardening with Children. I believe that one of her flowers actually won its category at the Chelsea Flower Show, which in England is a very big deal. But Kim couldn't stay off stage for long. She was just too much fun. She started touring again in the 2000s. And here she is today, looking absolutely beautiful. We all remember that little YouTube clip that went viral of a tipsy Kim with her brother Chris in the background riding home from a Christmas party on the tube, the underground in London, and giving an ad hoc rendition of Kids in America. Just so delightful. And this is a picture that I stole off her Facebook page. Hope she doesn't mind. And I want to make the point that Kim Wilde looks wonderful and beautiful and stylish and like a woman in her 50s. She's still edgy and she's still trendy, and yet she doesn't try to be young. She doesn't try to be the person she was when she was 19. I wish that all of our slightly older pop stars of the 80s behaved themselves with such dignity. As you can see from this picture, Kim Wilde hasn't had any plastic surgery. Now listen, don't get me wrong, I do believe in plastic surgery. I think anyone can do whatever they like if it makes them happy. If you have a little turkey gullet and you want to have it snipped off because it makes you feel better, that's great. If your eyes are getting very droopy, like mine are, a little eye lift. But I'm not into the whole total facelift to eradicate all your wrinkles. Our lines are the pathway on the map, aren't they, of who we are, of becoming who we are. I think genuinely that lines are something to celebrate and don't take away from a woman's beauty at all. And I think you can see in this picture of gorgeous Kim Wilde smiling, something we didn't see her do a lot of in the 80s, that she wears her age with such pride. I love it. I wish everybody felt this way. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. You can contact me through my website, amandahalley.com. Join our Facebook group. We always have loads of fun over there. I'm back every week with more videos, so just click the little circle to subscribe, and thanks, as always, for watching. We're the kids in America. Oh.